Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles the Bands, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys the first perspective on things and how we see them. And today, we got a interesting one for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So, when this news first broke that Anthony Davis was being traded to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic, one of the first thoughts I had after quickly researching it, after I saw what Dave McMenamin said when he reported that LeBron was out with his family after the Knicks game, and that's when he found out, I approached the story from the angle of LeBron didn't know. And I felt like it may have been a signal from the Lakers brass signaling to LeBron like, hey, look, we're done. We're done taking orders from you guys. We're done consulting with you guys when we're thinking of making critical decisions for our organization, right? And then some of my viewers started to say, hey, look, no, he knew. But I'm like, no, I don't believe that LeBron knew, because no one knew. And if you listen to everything that they said and what he was saying, he was totally caught off guard and all of that. And then yesterday, I was just going through the internet, and I came across some sound from Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. Obviously, both of these gentlemen were former NBA players, and Matt Barnes himself played with the Lakers while Kobe was there. And Steven Jackson basically said that he believes LeBron knew, and that the only reason he's acting like he didn't know was because of how it would look towards his former teammate, Anthony Davis. So what we want to do is want to play exactly what Steven Jackson had to say here, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Steven Jackson here.
You and I both agree, this was too big not to know, but hey, maybe he didn't. If this is a sign where they didn't tell him and they feel like they don't have to check in, what are your thoughts on that?
I told you, I'm first team all common sense. So there's no way that it can come out that after that Rob Pelinka called after Davis' agent, then AD, then after the trade was made, they called Braun. It don't work like that, bro. If you have even in your mind to call Braun and talk to him about it afterwards, you called and talked to him about it before it happened. Come on, man, that's just common sense. Anybody you have the respect for, anybody that has the position on the team, where the owner or the coach, whoever is involved in making the trades, is calling them and asking their opinion before. After, of course they called you before. They called you on the phone with AD just so make sure everybody good. That's all that was. But they definitely talked to LeBron before.
Why do you think he's denying this? Like they didn't. Why would he even deny it?
Braun know what's going on all across the league, bro. Let alone with the Lakers.
Just the Lakers.
Yeah,
I think he probably had to deny it because AD is probably salty.
Oh well,
business is business.
But it's easier for us to say that, but we've been in positions where up and go. You know what I mean? And for him, I'm sure he definitely didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think to save a little bit of face, maybe Braun acted like, hey. Maybe, again, we don't know. Maybe Braun really didn't know, which would be crazy. Mm-hmm. But maybe he really didn't. But if he did know, to say he didn't know is probably to save face with AD, because that was his guy.
So you heard what he had to say. So then yesterday, the Lakers put an absolute beatdown on the Clippers, who just wasted everybody's time. They beat the hell out of them. And at the end of the game, they then asked LeBron James to give his thoughts on what he thought about the trade. And this was the first time we got to hear LeBron touch on it. But before we even get into what LeBron had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on PrizePicks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we'd like to do now is we'd like to play exactly what LeBron had to say yesterday on TNT. And then we're going to come back and really get into the meat and potatoes of today's show. Take a listen to that there.
We haven't heard from you yet. What have the last few days been like for you as the team trades away Anthony Davis and others for Luka?
It's been a whirlwind, so I can only imagine, or I can't even imagine, how Luka and AD and Max Christie and Maxi Kleber and obviously Hood Schifino was one of our teammates as well. So it's been challenging for sure, especially for me. Anytime I've had 6 years with AD, win a championship with my guy. Obviously one of my best friends, obviously. So, it's a business, and you understand that. It's a business of basketball. We understand that, and I know he's going to do well down there in Dallas.
You add the man who is third all-time in points per game at NBA history in Luka. I know your brain doesn't ever stop thinking about basketball. What are your initial thoughts on what this team could look like with you and Luka at the head of the snake?
It's going to be special, I think so. We're going to attract a lot of eyes. Obviously, our ability to score, rebound, pass, is going to make it a lot easier on our teammates. And that's all we want to do. We want to be able to create opportunities for our teammates where they only have to catch, finish, catch, dunk, catch, shoot. And it's our job to lead them every single night. Listen, Luka's a big-time player, 25 years old, haven't even reached his prime yet, and he's done some amazing shit in our league already. I'm happy to have him. LA's happy to have him. And it's still a little bit surreal, honestly, to be honest.
All right, LeBron, thanks so much for your time. Good one tonight. We'll see you again on Thursday, guys.
So you heard what LeBron had to say there. Now, here's what's interesting. Prior to producing this show today, I came across a clip that I suggest you guys go and watch from the channel called Hoop Reports. And the video is titled, This NBA Trade Was a Complete Scam. The Dark Truth Revealed. It's about a 13 to 14 minute video. So I then clicked on the video to watch it in its entirety. And as I'm watching the video, it then started to make sense why some people believe that LeBron knew about this trade. So I've been saying for the last few days that I believe he doesn't know. But let's explore the thought process of he did know. How does that play out? Well, I spoke to someone that knows LeBron's agent. And I asked him, I said, how do you think this deal went down? And then he said, look at the agents involved. I said, do you believe AD's agent knew? He said, yes. I said, so if AD's agent knew, then LeBron must have known then. Conversation didn't go any further than that. And then I watched this video, and they're talking about what's in it for LeBron. Well, what's in it for LeBron is, and this is what the video says, you guys can go watch it. I'm not saying that that's what the video said, that they're looking to basically cause Maverick fans to be absolutely disgruntled. So therefore, in the future, they end up moving the team to Las Vegas, where the team always wants to be. And LeBron has made it clear that he wants to have a team in Las Vegas. And that could be the bigger play here. I don't know if there's any truth to that. So I'm just going to stick to what Steven Jackson said. Steven Jackson believes that LeBron knew. And he's speaking from his experience as a former NBA player. Matt Barnes even believes that. Some other NBA players believe that, but then there are others that say that he doesn't. Yet they don't believe he knew. If it is in fact true that LeBron did know, then it would mean that it would be a devastating thing for his and Anthony Davis's relationship. But more importantly, it would reveal to me that, look, there are levels to all of this. There's money levels, there's influence levels, and there's power levels. What am I talking about? You heard the interview where Jim Jones said, I'll walk out. You're not paying me enough to ask me all these questions. You don't have enough money for that. But then there's the other level where certain information is above your pay grade. But then there are NBA players that are making millions and millions of dollars, and they didn't know. So you get to a next level where it's not about how much money you have. It's about what amount of influence do you have for us to feel like we need to let you in on this information. And then the next level is the ones that are actually making the decisions here. And I think ultimately they're the ones that know the truth behind it. I think the people at the lower levels are people trying to put the pieces together. Ultimately, we will never truly know whether or not LeBron knew or not. I thought he didn't know based on what the move signified for the Lakers from a basketball standpoint, given the fact that Luka Doncic represented their future. He's 15 years younger than LeBron, and he plays the same position as LeBron James. But now, after listening to Steven Jackson, it's now causing me to entertain a different thought process. And I'm thinking about it. I don't know if it's true, but it got me thinking. So the question to the audience is, what do you think about the things Steven Jackson said in that soundbite? And do you believe that there's any credibility to what he's saying? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.